lovely Pisces. Thanks for joining me. This is your reading for this full moon in Gemini, which is happening. It's Wednesday today. It's happening. It'll be up there tonight in the sky. Full moon in Gemini. It is the 7th of December. And okay, what have we got, Pisces? We've got you, often is the case, coming out. We always go through and clarify, and remember these readings are incredibly general, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't, lovely Pisces. So we come out with the Princess of Cups, which is really very much you, and that Neptunian movement up there in the cosmos is happening as we speak. You know, it's been quite difficult to, like with all the media and news and all of that, to really discern what is actually true and what's not. And I think it's quite confusing, and you see a lot of contradictory sort of information. But the thing also with this beautiful princess is this really inspirational on a creative level. This is such a muse card. You know, she has this sort of concertinaed skirt and, you know, in there in the ocean, beautiful turtle, I think, and there's a pelican. Anyway, a beautiful card, and really very much you, Pisces. Very, the word that comes to mind is a sort of dissolving. Anyway, then we get, you know, the Chariot bursting out of the seas of Binah, out of the primordial seas that give form to things, that give life exists within those seas, but they need to take shape in the world. And the Chariot does that with the large level of balance, because that's the only way that the Chariot moves. It's quite protected. It's very Cancerian in some ways, isn't it, the Chariot? Protected by that armour, holding a disc of the world. Works in motion as we move. Works in progress as we draw upon this inspiration, this muse character. Look, we get the 5 of Cups coming up. We always go through and clarify, Pisces. We've got the 5 of Cups. In the Thoth deck, it's called disappointment because classic representation, you know, the figure seeing the 3 spilt cups, which are about, you know, connection and celebration and all that, spilt, not seeing the 2 cups behind the figure. It is about perspective. It's about understanding, you know, melancholy, that kind of thing. But actually, it's also an encouraging card to shift perspective, to understand that we can, and that the 5s are all sort of lesson cards. And we need to experience melancholy or disappointment in order to really glory in our, you know, the things that we work at that give us joy and bring things into our life. I just see with these cards, really, Pisces, that there's a wonderful richness here, but there's a level of, I don't know, kind of not being satisfied with the here and the now at this point. We have lots of dreams, and the imaginal world is a wonderful thing. Because imagine if we didn't have dreams. It would be pretty, I think. Anyway, so that 5 of Cups, then we've got the Tower, a beautiful infusion, don't be alarmed, a beautiful infusion of new information and insights. And I guess in this, a desire to sort of recreate the foundation that you're on. Because maybe it's not feeling as solid as what it used to, Pisces. So let's clarify the Princess of Cups, which really in some many ways is you, Pisces. We understand that there are aspects of ourselves that we are not really conscious of. We get the moon coming out. Look, the ebbs and flows of that Princess of Cups. Look, we're in this magnetized zone here. And the moon has such a big impact on us at this time, Pisces. But we're moving, I mean, I do get that. We're moving between two worlds, the conscious, the subconscious or unconscious realms, dream time, all of that, with a large level of emotional inspiration. Look, go with this emotional inspiration. That Ace of Cups is there to be utilised within the Chariot. We're transferring what is our wealth, our muscly, strong wealth of the imaginal world, this sort of letting go, this movement, fluidity, you're mutable, things can change really quickly. We want to utilize that. We want to utilize that and bring it, fuel it. Or the Chariot uses that as fuel, if you get what I mean, Pisces. We also have Justice coming out. Truth. There's an integration here. There's a balancing, utilizing the gift of that mutability that you have, Pisces. We've got objectivity in terms of the emotional realms. Objectivity. We're making a decision somewhere in here. I do think. We're making a decision. We get the Five of Cups again. We're making a decision to change our, possibly how we see ourselves, how we react emotionally. We're shifting our own energy, as I said before. We're shifting it for ourselves. That's going to bring in some new stuff. And it's also breaking down some old stuff. And we see that in the Chariot. Can we look at the Chariot? You've got a strong desire. For some Pisceans out there at the moment, you've got a strong desire to be quite experimental, push some boundaries, do some things that you wouldn't normally do, but at the same time kind of wanting to integrate certain things within yourself. I say this because we're looking at the Tower here, and as I said, things get broken down, dissolved, in order to add something new to the mix, right? Five of Discs, lack mentality, not being good enough, all of those things. We all have that sort of victim mentality, or choosing lack over gain. Now there's a turnaround here. There's a turnaround in focusing on what we've lost as opposed to what we have, and the potentials of that. We're embodying that, Pisces, because in the Eight of Cups, we achieve a level of emotional objectivity, because in this Morgan Greer deck, we're walking away from those 8 cups. And why is that? Because we want to find the two. Experimental, the Page of Rods, the Prince of Wands, experimental. We want to see fire and ice. We want to see how it works within us. How can we use it? How can we push some boundaries, or just it's not even about that. It's just taking on a learner's mind, taking on some new stuff. It's pretty interesting. Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy. It's all about your truth, your personal truth, and what that is for you at this current time, Pisces, and what it requires from you, or what you require from it, more to the point. And you're really sort of on that track, I think, at the moment. Can we get a rock, mineral, crystal? We get titanium, rainbow, quartz, beautiful, awakening all chakras. There's a big shift going on here. Ultimate manifestation, vibrancy, and powerful shift. Beautiful card. Slight delay. Blue. Beautiful card to get at this time. You are shifting and morphing, just like the camera just did. On that note, Pisces, have a wonderful full moon. Enjoy it. Bathe in it. Put your precious objects, your wands, your crystals, your special shells, let them bathe in that moon. On that note, ka kite. Bye for now, Pisces.